So one more thing I wanted to add to the recap for today. There's something I've been playing with. It's been really working well, helping me to get my profit targets and exits. Obviously, we're going to be looking for support and resistance at times, but something that's been helpful is whenever I get a double bottom, I've been using this Fibonacci to look at exit points. And you can see here when we hit a double bottom, if you use that extension on the fib, you usually will pretty easily on a double bottom at least test that 100 area and maybe come down and test the double bottom again, and many times it'll push up to the 200. But a good profit target to take a good chunk of the position off is about that 100 mark, and that works almost all the time. And another thing that I've been looking at is on the open, using that Fibonacci to kind of gauge on what the day is going to look like. So you take your first two big swings for the day, and the 100 is usually the target, and you can see it didn't quite make it there, but it got pretty dang close. And if you take the first two swings for the day in the general direction of the trend, the first two swings will kind of give you a forecast of what to look for that 100% area for later in the session. So I mean, even if we go back to yesterday. Okay, what happened here? It's down here. That's why. Let's go back to yesterday. I think we got to squish this down. So the general direction obviously is up, an uptrend. So if we take that first, this is kind of the big swing for the day. You can see later in the session we hit 100%. So let's go back another day. I'll show you how that works. It's a good way to gauge. This is kind of flat, but maybe we can still. You can see we kind of sideways. So this is a little tricky. We're getting lower lows or lower highs and lower lows. So we would be taking this one in the other direction. See if it works. So based on that first swing to 100, it did it again there. This one's obviously uptrend. Let's see here. Now, this one's obviously going to work, but just for illustration purposes, I'll show you. We'll take that first swing. Did it make it to that 100%? Yes, it did. I mean, and you can see I'm using the off-market hours to push those out there too. Let's try it. Let's just try one more. We have an obvious trend going up, but in the down overnight. But we're looking for the first swing in the overnight session, not necessarily the whole thing. So I'm going to wake up, I'm going to look at this, I'm like, okay, well, we got higher lows, and we got higher highs developing. So obviously we're going to do this in the long direction. So let's go ahead and get the Fibonacci out. I'd use the shortcut keys, but it messes up my recorder. So there you go. There we go again. We hit the 100. And it's almost every time. So if you take that first swing in the overnight session and you throw that on there, I mean, it's not going to work 100% of the time. If it was that easy, we'd all be rich. But in general, if you take that first swing in the overnight session, or the first overnight swing, the first swing prior to the open of the session, in the direction of that swing, you can see just in the last 5 days that we've done this, we've hit that 100% area on the fib extension. So just a little tip and trick to make your trading a little bit better. And another thing you got to keep in mind is you got to wait for that to develop. You get the lower low, and once you start making higher highs, then you would draw this extension on there, this fib extension. So you're not going to get in right here because you won't know what that point is until you're setting higher highs and higher lows. So you'd get a late entry on it, but even if you got half that move every day, that's a nice little forecast of what to be looking for. So anyways, I thought that might help your trading. I wanted to add that to the video today, but I forgot to talk about it. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye.